All right, guys, what's up? Welcome back to Average Shakes.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Oh, that was even louder. Holy smokes, we're back.
Are you stealing my shine?
Yeah, he's stealing your line.
Now I'm pissed.
Today's
Sorry.
episode, we're going to be talking Manny Machado extension, some spring training, the new rules and what we've been seeing during spring training, and then, of course, top 10 first baseman in 2023.
Love it.
Love it. Let's hit the music.
Manny Machado is forever a Padre. Want to start there?
Build the fucking statue. I'm so fucking happy. I'm thrilled to announce that Manny Machado is signing an 11-year 350.
Yes.
11 for 350
Yes,
contract extension. That brings his original contract basically to a 14 for 470.
Insane.
Holy shit.
Bag. $500 million, basically.
Yeah. It's a $500 million man.
Wow.
I'm
nice.
so happy the Padres announced that today, before season started. We kicked that fucking rumor. Oh, it was all over Twitter. Oh, the Mets are going to target Manny Machado. Manny Machado is going to be the best free agent other than Shohei Ohtani. Manny Machado, he's a Padre for life, motherfuckers.
Love
Papa
it.
Pete, you did it. You held your word.
Yes,
You
sir.
said Manny Machado is my top priority. And not even a whole fucking week later, man gets it done. This deal makes sense for the Padres because we're not losing our fucking superstar, the man who put this team together.
Yep.
The Padres
Yeah.
are nowhere
Can't do it.
near the team they are today without Manny Machado.
Mhm.
He signed there in 2019. I know, and he loves to credit Eric Hosmer. I have no doubt in my mind that this team is not where it is today if it isn't for Manny Machado. Fuck Eric Hosmer, Trevor.
And I think that's why me and my friend Peter were in our feels, because I feel like the loyalness was just
It was
tarnishing in
it
every
wasn't-
second that was a talk.
It wasn't tarnishing. It was like Manny's like, hey, he brought the loyalty back up and was like, you know what? You're not gonna extend me. I'm gonna opt out.
Yeah.
Not gonna pay me. I'll go get paid.
It was just
It was a challenge.
maybe it was a heat check for Manny,
was a
just making
challenge.
sure that the loyalness was there.
It's good.
It was
It was
just
like, hey, I'm gonna leave if you don't give me money. And Peter said, hey, buddy, I want you forever.
it was a classic, good old fashioned, it's a good media move by Manny Machado. I'm
Yeah.
gonna tell everyone who asked me a question, I'm opting out. I want $400 million. I want all these astronomical things we've heard, knowing damn well he wasn't leaving ever. The minute I heard he said he's opting out, I knew it was a little smoke screen to put a little pressure on the Padres to get a deal done. Because let's say this deal doesn't happen, he has an MVP type caliber year, and he's still not signed throughout this year. Now he can opt out, and he could probably get way more than the 350 that he's getting. But now he doesn't get an option to have an MVP caliber and leave. He's staying no matter what. So, I mean, Manny was very smart in how he handled this. And for the people that kind of took with it and ran, Mets fans, Dodger fans, I even saw
All those
pretty
edits
much-
of him in different
pretty much
jerseys.
every other fan
Every
base.
team.
Yep.
He's a San Diego Padre for life.
Say it one more time.
Can't have
Going
him.
into
Sorry.
the Hall of Fame wearing a San Diego Padre hat.
Yeah.
And he's going to
bust is
lead
gonna be
this team to a World
Shiny.
Series.
SD.
Shiny.
Yeah, he had to have sat down at one point and went, you know what? Do I make my mark on one place? Or do I, sprinkle it here, and here, because he's Baltimore and then San Diego. Do you add another place? And then, that conversation gets
He
weird.
did.
The
He
Hall
went
of
to
Fame.
Dodgers.
Well, yeah, Dodgers for half a season, but I'm talking about like his legacy. You build the years you're on a team, you build a legacy.
I also think it helps that when AJ Preller and Seiler, Papa Pete sat him down in 2019 and offered him this original contract, they said, we're building something special here. If you want to hop on for the ride, we'd love to have you. He said, all right, let's do it. And they have stuck to their word. What he said, Manny Machado said it best. Peter Seiler kept his word. And that means something to in this day and age when it's everyone saying, oh, it's a business. Remember, don't forget it's a business. Like, yes, it's a business, but if you're playing that business, if you're doing that business at the highest level, you might as well keep them around. So
Yeah, and
love it.
I love Peter because it's every dollar he's spending for all these guys, and we're getting new toys every fucking week. It feels like this last 2 years.
Yep.
But you have to give AJ Preller some props because this organization went from
Well, I mean, it's both of them.
Not-
It's Peter's money with AJ's mouth, basically.
and AJ's mind because this team has been built a lot of different ways, you know, and it takes a lot to acquire players and all of the things that goes into it. But AJ Preller, for not having ever go to the arbitrational battles, never once as a general manager has he gone to ARB. And that's a huge thing because you're basically taking your own players to court and fighting over a contract. Never done that as a general manager or president of baseball operations. He's changed this Padres culture. You know, when he took over the reins, it was a very bad Padres team, but it was also the fact that San Diego lost the Chargers. We needed a team to
flourish
to
after that.
actually like prove to San Diego that, hey, we're not going to up and leave. We want to be here forever and award you guys.
Love that.
Absolutely love that. Yeah, I absolutely love what the Padres did. Love this Manny Machado extension. His original deal was 5 or 10 years for $300 million, but he said he was going to opt out after the 5-year mark. They beat that with a contract extension that starts today as soon as he signs it. Obviously 11 years for $350. I think every penny is earned and deserved. I absolutely love it. So MLB announced before the season a bunch of new rules. You know, first base is getting bigger. There's going to be a pitch clock. They banned the shift. And for the first couple of days of spring training, everyone, the talk of the town is about the pitch clock. Everyone at the beginning said, oh, the pitchers are going to hate it. The pitchers are going to hate it. I've only heard pitchers like it, and I've only heard batters hate it.
Yeah.
Because it is stopping the rhythm of the game for the batters. You know, batters are such like, I don't know, timely, like everything about
hitting is timing.
Yeah.
And now you're fucking with that. They all undo their gloves, spit, you know.
Yeah, it's their box.
adjust.
They're trying to get in their zone, but they can't really do that anymore.
MLB is kind of really cutting that out. They're saying you get 15 seconds if there's no one on, you get 20 seconds if there's someone on. You have to be set in the box halfway through it. So I think they said before 8 seconds, you have to be set in the box. Not just like inside the box, but you got to be ready to go.
Yeah. That means you only get like, what is that, 6 seconds to get in the box, get out and get back.
Yeah,
in.
really. You got 5 to 6 seconds to get in the box,
And the
ready, and the pitcher is gonna go. Now, the one thing that is scary to me is how the base runner is going to get such a great jump if they want to steal, no matter what.
Because they know the ball's going to come out soon.
Because one, the pitcher's thinking about, oh shit, I'm late. Pitch clock. He's thinking about the pitch clock.
Yep.
He's going to forget about that batter sometimes. And then that batter's going to know exactly when that pitcher has to throw the ball. So they now have like a timeline. And after just 2 pitches, you can see, all right, he throws at 6-second mark. He starts his delivery.
Yep.
All right. 5, like.
Yep. Yeah, extra
that could be good for pitchers to get somebody out, though. Throw at 6 the first 2 times and then throw at 5 the next time. Or
Yeah,
like
you
that.
definitely are gonna have to change it up
Mix it
for
up.
sure. You got to change something up. So
But it's going to be good for the runners in the beginning. The
I think
pitchers
we're
are
gonna
not
see a lot
get
more
that.
stolen bases this year.
Yeah,
I think that. I mean, I don't know if MLB wanted that because that was kind of like a lost art. Because we
Well,
don't have the
more stolen bases gets more players in scoring position, which tends to equal more runs, and MLB wants more runs.
more exciting. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think with this, I mean, and also what we didn't talk about is the average length of games now with the pitching clock. That clock leads to
It got cut the whole hour basically.
yeah, it cuts an
30
hour of
minutes.
game time,
Yeah.
and that's the insane thing about this whole thing
Yeah.
is the game speed now goes from 3+ hours, 3.5 hours to it was 2 hours and 30 minutes, 2 hours and 28 minutes, 2 hours and 27 minutes the last 3 days. It's only going down. So all of a sudden,
Even
MLB is
better.
going to have a game where it's, I mean, I think we're
Better
the
for the
most
viewer.
updated and like
Yeah.
game across major leagues now because the MLB did not change their rules for so long.
Yeah.
MLB was all about the truest form of baseball. 9 innings, you got 9 guys on the field, fucking winner takes all, go at it. Like no, almost like the minimalist rules and stuff like that. Like you got to hit it between the lines. It's about it.
Yeah.
Now all of a sudden we're a couple years, and this game is so advanced. It's advanced a lot in the last 5 years. You know, we didn't have the same rules in both leagues. A fucking designated hitter just came to the NL
Yeah.
full time
Yep.
for a year.
Yeah.
You know, and I think we all took that for granted because I absolutely hated watching pitchers hit.
Pitchers. Yeah. It was fun to watch a good pitcher hit.
I don't even remember pitchers hitting.
Bad watching.
Exactly. Everyone has
Yeah.
forgotten that pitchers
Exactly.
hit.
Yeah.
And it's only 1 year. They're all, oh, it's going to change baseball.
For the better.
For
It's
the better. I
Yeah,
don't have to
exactly.
watch a goddamn pitcher. I don't got to watch the Dodgers weaving their way around the pitching lineup and stuff like that. Because I
Yeah.
would hate when they would walk. Oh, pitcher's up. Strike him
Strike
out.
three.
You know, like, oh, that would just kill me because they would get to that point.
But one thing that kind of I don't know, I guess goes against the game time and the pitch clock is when teams do put up 15, 16 runs, you know? Like those are still going to be long games no matter what because of
Padre scored
Yeah.
18 today. Their game time was 2 hours and 37 minutes.
Love that, dude. That's so like
Wow.
that's basically a football game.
That wasn't,
Yeah.
you know, Trevor, we thought it was going to add a lot because, they scored so many 10 minutes.
Yeah.
That added 10 minutes. And you want to know what those 10 minutes were? A couple of those players jogging around the bases.
Yep.
Yeah.
Those home runs, baby. All those balls.
Oh,
in the
that's what
air.
I'm saying. Like MLB, this was a huge upgrade for the sport because no longer are you. Because I used to tell people I love MLB because it is a game where I could multitask the most. I could
Yeah.
be on my phone doing work, and then look up. All right, pitch, perfect. All right,
Next, yep.
keep going, or playing video games. I can have my phone set up right there. Oh, pitch. All right, next. Now this game is on top of it where you're gonna be like, oh shit, I missed that pitch. What the fuck? Like, and this game has, and I think that's for the better because people lose interest.
Yeah, exactly. These games were
3
too long.
4-hour games are too, and MLB did a great job cutting down the extra inning games. Extra inning games with adding the runner on second. I know we all hated it at first, but how many games went to 18 innings?
Yeah.
Fucking one.
Like
I think it was the
2?
Padres Dodgers.
Yeah.
Like
That one time we went.
yeah, I mean it wasn't too there. I mean there were extra inning games, but it wasn't like too crazy where we'd get to the 18s or the game was relatively finished by the 12th inning, 13th inning. Those games were done.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of these rules MLB's been making are for the better. And yeah, we might hate it because we're all old men at heart and want the glory of the game to be exactly what it was. But MLB's made some great rule changes over it. The only one I do not like is the 3-batter minimum. It's the only one I don't like.
3-batter
No,
minimum.
I agree.
Yeah.
3-batter minimum.
I don't like the 3-batter minimum because it takes those little specialist guys away. And I love
Yep.
Can you explain? I don't get it.
so the
The
pitcher
Timmy boy. The
when he
Timmy
comes
Gill.
in, has to pitch to 3 batters.
Oh, okay.
No longer you could use one guy to get
Took
one
one
out.
guy, wow.
And, and that took some roles away from some people. But, it makes sense to
So
speed up
that
the
means
game.
you can't like bring in a pitcher like when you have 2 outs.
No, you can, as long as he's faced 3 batters. That every pitcher has
or if he ends the inning. So a guy can't come in for 1 out, but the guy before him had to go 3 innings or 3 batters, and then.
But if you get that last out of the inning, do you
Doesn't
have to go
matter.
back in? Do you have to go back in the next inning?
No, you're done.
You don't have to.
No, be a different guy.
Okay.
Yeah, so as long as you're just not interrupting the game, that's what they would. MLB was sick and tired of
just doing it. Yeah,
go and get your guy. He jogs out, warms up, and then he gets 1 out, and then you walk right back out there just for a guy to jog back out, warm up. So that's what MLB is like. You know what? We're gonna cut that out. You got to face 3 guys minimum, or it's change inning. So I think the rules that we've made have all been for the better. The shift one. I think it's also going to be for the better, and we'll see with the guy's stats this year and stuff like that, and how games get played and how they go.
Yep.
They're still moving around the infield. It's not like they
just have
they're
quarters. It's just quarters now, right?
They you can't go
fourth.
over second either guy.
But the outfield can
You
move
have 2 guys.
wherever they
Outfield
want.
could move.
Wherever they want.
Yeah.
Outfield could do what they want.
Oh, okay.
So if you want to bring an outfielder to the lip of the grass, he can't touch the dirt. But if you want to bring him to the lip of the grass, you can. But you only got 2 guys deep.
Yeah.
And the other one that I thought was interesting was if wherever you start the inning, that's where you have to finish the inning. So you can't move position. So let's say, like in the shift wise, Manny Machado would play like short right field. He would have to stay at second base pretty much for the rest of the inning. Obviously, they can't do that anymore, so it doesn't matter. But
So I think that has a little bit of the Dodgers rule to it, because the Dodgers did a lot of movement after 2 strikes. Or, like it would be 2 strikes. All right, we're going to shift our guys over because you're worse with 2 strikes here in this situation.
Oh.
Like they would do a lot of movement like that. So I think that's kind of those type of rules.
The outfielders go on the grass?
Nope.
No.
Your
don't have to
whole
stay in the
entire
outfield?
cleat has to be on the dirt.
Wow.
No grass at all.
What about after the bat? Like if the ball hits you, you
can run and try to dive in the grass and make the play. But they're just, I don't know. MLB is just trying to make it. The shift one's kind of weird because you're changing a lot of in-game stuff. Like you're kind of holding them, but
the shift also wasn't really introduced
start in football.
The shift wasn't introduced, until 10 years ago. Really.
Well, it was, but it wasn't that predominant because there's still like Ted Williams would get shifted back in the day. There's articles about him talking about it, how they would move just because he comes up.
Move back.
Yeah, you're right in situations. But it didn't become so predominant where they're shifting every goddamn player.
Yeah.
And and that's why when it got out of hand is when it's literally every player we're doing something different. Like, dog, just line up like we do in fucking Little League and let's just play baseball.
Yeah. And then
stops.
Kind of I have mixed emotions on the rule changes, I guess. I don't know if I like them yet. I don't know if I don't like them. But one thing I do know is these guys are top in the 1% of making adjustments. They make adjustments constantly. So I'm sure that they will be able to figure it out. Some guys might take a little longer than others, but now it's really just set and simple where you get in the box, it's time to mash, time to hit. No really dilly-dallying around. No kind of getting ready. Like you just got to turn that mode on. You step in the box, you're ready to hit. So these guys make adjustments mid-game all the time. That's how they make their livelihood in this game. So I think they'll be fine in most of these new rules. Yeah.
And then we did talk about it, but the base got larger. I didn't really notice it when I was watching so far. So
I haven't noticed anything yet.
I haven't really either.
Like 3 inches from.
Is it like 2 inches on each side?
I think it was
3 inches.
3 inches on each side is where it got bigger.
It definitely looks bigger, but there's only been like 2 stolen bases so far. So
it looks bigger when you put the bag side by side.
Yeah, side by side.
But I was. And that's not what I wanted, because the problem with first base bag is that it's in fair territory and they want the runner to run in foul territory. So that's my problem, is that if the runner is running in fair territory and the throw hits him, he's out. So I would have liked to go more of a softball bag where there's a bag on each side of the line.
Yeah.
And that the infielder has to make the play on his side of it. Like you can't do the Hosmer where he's going on the opposite side of the bag to make a play over here.
He's not the only one that does that.
Yeah, he is.
No, he's not.
Yeah, he is.
I
The
don't know
only
if I've
first
ever
baseman
seen anyone else
ever.
do
There
that.
was a
all
picture of
time.
him in a Boston uniform already
No,
doing that.
and Cubs
Or Cubs, yeah.
Yeah, there was literally someone posted like things never changed, man. And he
Yeah.
was literally
back
stretching
of the
backwards.
bag.
He's
Yeah.
stretching backwards.
Basically, yeah.
I don't
It's
understand.
all about the angles. It's all about the angles. You would know if you played first.
No.
Somebody's gonna run his ass over, and I can't wait.
No, that's the angles. There's an X on first base, and you got to adjust to where you're going. So
I'm running his ass over. Bro.
No one plays like that.
yeah, yes, they do.
Yeah.
No
Dude,
one.
when you
no
played
one
first
feels
base,
like
did you ever do that?
Yeah,
you don't stretch
every
back.
game
No,
I
you
do
did
that.
not.
You're
Every
pulled
game
it.
I
No, you do not.
yes. Every game I did that.
You'd have been traded just like Eric.
You didn't cut. Oh, wait.
Oopsie.
Every game.
No.
And some people forget that I was the so I don't want to hear it.
we kind of lost you on this
Fake
side.
news.
All right, good.
Speaking
Good,
of
glad
first
no one heard that.
baseman, speaking of first baseman, we got top 10 coming at you.
Coming at ya. Here it is. Who's going first?
No. I got my list in my hands. I'm ready.
Go ahead.
Number 10. I'm giving this man a little bit of a break because he's first year as a first baseman. So I'm going to give him the 10 spot just because of what I've seen. I've only seen a couple games here and there for him at first base, but when it was electric. Crone Zone. Jake Cronenworth at number 10. I absolutely love him moving to first base because in the times that we saw him there the past 2 to 3 seasons, were really good. He played a great defense over there. You know, he's very athletic. He was drafted as a shortstop, and he also was a pitcher. They say those are the most athletic players, shortstop pitchers. And he handled shortstop fine, played a great second base for us for the last 3 seasons. And now he's making a transition over to first base for most of the year, I believe. And I know we got Nelly and Carpenter as well that could play a little first. But I think Jake Cronenworth is going to get 150 starts at first base this year. I think he's going to be really good. This is an easier position to play than second. I think it's less on your body to play there. I know he's going to give it all his entire body every time he's out there.
Yeah.
But I really, truly think he's going to end up being a really good first baseman. Yeah, he might not be a traditional first baseman who's a big guy, hits deep homers and slugs fucking crazy 100 RBIs, but he's going to be a great defensive first baseman, and I think he's going to be a great middle of the order bat.
Yeah, that was my honorable mention. He didn't make my list because he didn't play. This is his first year at first base, but I like everything you said.
Told you I'm projecting my
He's
list.
about to get a gold glove, bro. I really believe that.
I think he can.
He can
definitely.
at first base.
I also agree. I think he can too. All right, so that's your honorable mention. Who's your 10th?
Number 10, Anthony motherfucking Rizzo.
Rizzo.
My number top 10. Batted a 224 last year, 32 home runs. His defense hasn't been as good as it once was on the Cubs, but I mean, his bat is still there, still hits tanks. 33 years old. Yeah, Anthony Rizzo, number 10 for me.
Love Rizzo. He didn't make my list this year. But he was right on the edge.
Right on the cusp.
I think he still can have and will have good seasons. And I think he fits that Yankee Stadium like a T. He's a lefty, short left or in right field, but for the lefties, like that left-hand side swing easy. And it's a team he's going to be a leader on because he works the right way and stuff like that. But we'll see. I mean, he's getting an elder years. I mean, yeah. All my lists have been relatively young guys throughout this entire thing so far. So
yes, sir.
We will see.
What's happening? It's turning to the young guys. The young guys are new. But my number 10, I got same guy as you, Bob. I got Crony. I know he didn't play last year either. A lot at first. Every once in a while he'd play over there. But yeah, he's got a good glove in the field. You know, he's a all-star, 2-time all-star. I think he's gonna do very well with the Padres. But yeah, he's my number 10 spot.
Love that.
Yeah.
Fire. I'll start with my honorable mention. I wanted to keep as few Italians on my list as possible because, well, they're all perverts. So Anthony Rizzo and the Italian nightmare, Vinny Pasquiano, however you say his name, honorable mention. Number 10, we kind of got a common theme here. We all got ex-Padres at 10. My 10 is the legend, the man, and the myth, Eric fucking
I
Hosmer.
fucking knew it.
Mine is a current
The
Padre.
greatest contract signing in Padres history to get us where we are today. Thank you, Eric Hosmer. You deserve to be on my list because of what you have done for this city and what has came after that. So, number 10, Eric Hosmer, Chicago Cubs.
Hate that pick.
He's not number 10. He might not be number 30.
All right.
He's like, he should be higher, honestly. He should be like 6 or 7, but I gave him a good
Absolutely.
number 10.
37, maybe 38.
He should go to triple
top,
A.
top first baseman. I'll take some AAA people over him.
Yeah.
Free agents. All right, number 9s. Let's hear it. Number 9.
You snaking it, Shane?
Sure, we can snake it. Number 9, I got postseason god Rhys Hoskins of the Philadelphia Phillies. Had a decent year. He's had better years in the past, but he's still breaking my top 10 at the 9th spot. 246, 30 bombs, 79 RBIs. His defense could use a little bit better, but number 9 is a good spot for him in my opinion. I think he is young and is shown power that he has. So I think if he can get everything together for a whole year, could be special.
Special.
Colin?
All right. Yep. I got the old Padre, Anthony Rizzo. He's my 9th spot. I know he has been falling off a little bit since he's been with the Cubs, but now he's over there in the Bronx. You know, he's still pretty much.
All right. Well, we lost you a little bit on this side, Colin. Hopefully the listeners could hear you.
I'm the next. My number 9 is Nathaniel Lowe of the Texas Rangers. Had a pretty decent season last year. Batted a 300, 302, 27 home runs. Is a good fit for this Texas Rangers team. They're a top-heavy team. I think this is a good spot for him going into next year. Yeah, Nathaniel Lowe, my number 9.
Yeah, Nate Lowe.
Nate Lowe.
My number 9 now. Interdivision as the Padres in NL West. I am going with Christian Walker of the Arizona Diamondbacks. This guy absolutely mashes taters. He had 141 hits, 36 bombs, batted 242, had a 5 WAR season, wins above replacement. That's absolutely great. I know there's not too many good names over in Diamondbacks, so I'm gonna shout them out when I can. But Christian Walker, I think I know he's getting, he's a little old now. I didn't know that.
32.
32. He's just getting into his, obviously into his rhythm and stuff in the bigs. He has 4 years now as a starter, but a couple good seasons for him. So maybe he gets traded because it looks like he's coming up close to his free agency years. So we'll see. But he absolutely shits on the ball. That's just what I have to say. He plays a decent first base, but
good first base.
You say good?
Good. Phenomenal.
I think he's decent first base.
The stats say otherwise.
Well, he's my number 9. My number 8, since I'm snaking. Roman beat me to it, but Nate Lowe, Rangers. I think this kid has what it takes to be a top first baseman for a long time in this league. And we'll see what he continues to do this year. That Rangers team is supposed to be good. Guys, freaking coach now is Bruce Bochy. Him coming out of retirement is kind of crazy, but we'll see. I mean, Bochy knows how to coach first baseman up. I had Brandon Belt over in San Fran forever. That's a name to look for too. Brandon Belt, he's definitely not on my list, but playing for the Toronto Blue Jays now, that one's kind of crazy.
Damn, really?
Was a Giant forever.
Forever.
So so we'll see him over there in the Blue Jays.
Well, that's funny because my number 8 is Christian Walker.
Oh, so we're just
flip-flopped. I think he's almost 100 RBIs in MLB is fantastic. Just won a Golden Glove last year too. I think he's a complete first baseman. I hate how he's on the Diamondbacks because that team is fucking garbage. But yeah, great first baseman. My number 8.
Hey, hear that, Bob?
Great, great's a strong word.
Gold Glove. Gold Glove Award winner.
Yeah, I know he plays. I don't believe in Gold Gloves. All right, Trevor. Just because your boy Eric Hosmer has 3 of them, and
you said he plays a decent first base.
Yeah, decent first base.
He fucking won the Gold Glove.
Gold Glove out of 4 years. Okay, you play a decent first base.
That's pretty fucking good.
Talk to me when he has 8 of them. That's a good ass. Nolan Arenado got like 8 of them over there
at first base.
No, I'm just saying when you have multiple.
Oh, okay. All right, multiple. I missed that part. I missed the multiple part.
Oh,
Colin?
It's a little laggy on this end.
No. Am I?
No, on my end.
Oh. I got Rise Hoskins at the number 8 spot with the 30 bombs last year. You know, with the Phillies, we got to see some, sadly, of him in the postseason. He took us deep a couple times. We know he's got some pop. He's a pretty big dude, but he's pretty consistent. He sits around that batting average of 245, 250-ish, but he does play good first base.
Yep. Reese.
Rise, whatever you want to call him. I don't know.
My number 8 is Nate Lowe as well, Texas Rangers first baseman. Had a kind of breakout onto the scene year last year. Very good, hitting 302, 27 bombs. You guys heard it before, but that was in his first kind of coming out party year. So can't wait to see what he does, and I think he's going to be solid in Texas for the next couple years. Going to turn 27 this year. Pretty young, stud. And then for my number 7, I got newly acquired Houston Astro, Jose Abreu. His power numbers didn't really impress me last year, and I know he won an MVP in 2020, but we're now coming up on 2023. Now he's getting older every year.
He's one of those. He's older because he had to come from Cuba, I believe. So
yeah.
he defected late, and he was a rookie at like 28 or something like that.
Yep, something weird.
That's what I think. He's like 35 or something right now. He's also my number 7, so that's why I have all the information pulled up. He's 30, just turned 36.
Yeah, 36. I mean, 304 average. You can never go wrong with that. But 15 home runs, like Hassan Kim hit 15 home runs. That's not really impressive to me. So if you're gonna be playing a power position, you need to put up power numbers. That just doesn't cut it for me.
I don't agree.
7 is the spot for Jose Abreu.
Well, 7, I got the guy in our division. You know, plays for the Rockies. He got his first All-Star bid last season. CJ Crone, he's been kind of around the league for a while since 2014 when he made his debut with the Angels. He's been with the Angels, the Rays, the Twins, Tigers, and the Rockies now. But he did pretty good last year. He almost hit 30 home runs, hit 29 homers, 102 RBIs, and
That's the
put
Coors
decent
Field
first
for
base
you.
as well. Yeah.
I wish I was a major leaguer on Coors on the
On Coors?
Rockies to play in Coors, just because you play
Hey,
around
you can
there,
make a team with Coors. That's fine.
put up numbies.
home runs.
Yeah.
I
Big
played
numbies.
it. Yeah,
Yeah.
Rockies
That's
like
why
that.
aren't we playing in Mexico City this year?
Yeah. We played. I think the Dodgers in Mexico again.
That's higher than Coors.
Oh yeah, we're gonna put up 37
Tanks.
runs,
Tanks.
one game.
Love that.
Tatis is gonna hit a fly ball, and it's gonna
It's never gonna come out.
gravity is just
score.
gonna fucking
Yeah.
take
It's
it.
not going to come down.
Yeah, just to the moon.
Love that.
And that field I heard is small too. Not that it matters in the top 10 first baseman, but
My number 7 is Reese Hoskins. A little high on the list according to you guys, but I mean, I think he's pretty good. I think he has that clutch gene, can hit a home run whenever he wants to. Like Colin said, hit one against us in postseason. But yeah, and I feel like he's a little young. 30 is like the right age to be an MLB player.
Getting in your
well,
prime.
yeah,
in your
at 31 you
prime,
get
yeah.
signed to 11-year deals.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
If
I
you're going to the
think
Padres,
Reese
that
Hoskins-
is.
Reese Hoskins is in a good spot, playing well. Number 7 for me.
Number 7 for me, Shetty already said it. Jose Abreu. Yeah, he was really good. Moving over to the champions, the Astros. 3-time Silver Slugger, 3-time All-Star, Rookie of the Year, MVP. He's got a nice case at home. Let me just say that. He's got a nice case at home, full of trophies and awards. He's just missing that ring. So he's chasing.
He'll never get on the. He would have never gotten the White Sox.
He's chasing it for sure. Definitely. Padres were a little interested in him going into this season before he signed with the Astros, but hey, he got a good contract with the Astros. So, but yeah, Jose Abreu, number 7. Can he sustain it in his age 36 year is basically all I'm asking can he keep that up? And he's got to change his game because one, you can't sustain the big body, 30 homers. Those guys don't last forever. And now that he's in his age 36 season, he's got to become this type player where he hits for average. I mean, 183 hits from him. That's a lot. I mean, it's probably a lot of slap shot singles, but that is a lot of hits, especially for a first baseman. 304, 15 homers. I'll take his production at first base. If you tell me this is what Jake Cronenworth's stats are at the end of the year, I will be ecstatic.
Absolutely.
So I don't think
And he's
he
doing
has
it
to
at
bump the
36.
power numbers up because I think that's a great first baseman for me. Yeah, I was right. He debuted at age 37 or 27. 27. He's 36. Damn. I don't know what it is. Number 6 on my list.
Number C.
Former Padre, Ty France. Ty France
Stud.
had absolutely taken over Seattle. Going there, changed his career up because it opened up a spot for him every day, which the Padres didn't have at the time. And it's given him a full opportunity to play and succeed. It's not that they're just only playing him at first or second. He plays first, second, and third for them every day. This isn't another one. Am I projecting a little bit? He had a good year last year still. 20 homers, 274, 151 hits. Only a 3.1 WAR, so they're killing him on his defense right now, obviously. Because his batting, he had a great year overall.
He was hurt though for
a while.
I want to say it was 2 months. I want to say it was 2 months.
He had 550 plate appearances, so he wasn't hurt that long.
Yeah, probably just a month. Then he was hurt a while because I
He had
don't
140 games. 140 games. So yeah, he missed 22 games this season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's still a lot though for missing time, and you get 140 plus games. Like that's still good.
Yeah, it seems like he only missed that stretch of games. That was it.
Yeah. That's probably
But
when I needed him.
when you needed him most.
Yeah.
But I think this is a year where Seattle's going to be good, and Ty France could absolutely be poised to have a breakout year. Like if Seattle is like 1 or 2 in their division, it's because Ty France, I believe. Well, I mean, maybe Julio too, but
Julio's nice.
I think Ty France is going to have to take this league over for them to win.
I like Seattle this year, other than the Padres, but my number 6 is Jose Abreu. You guys said already. I think this is the year he hits a wall, though. I don't think he continues this much.
You put him at 6?
I put him at 6. You're right, because this is the last time he's going to ever be here. But yeah, hit a 304.
Good respect. I would show you respect.
Yeah, thank you. 304 average, 15 home runs. I mean, he plays a good first base, like Bob said. Yeah, like I already said, this is probably the last time he'll be here, so I got to give it to him now. Jose Abreu, number 6.
Jose Abreu.
Well, I guess I'm falling right behind you, Worm. I also got Jose Abreu at 6. How can you not have money? Unless he's batting over 300 as a first baseman.
Love it.
You don't have that many players, even in the MLB, in different positions that bat over 300 and have as many hits as he did. But at the age he is and what he's doing, he's still there, even though his power numbers aren't as good as they used to be. I mean, he's getting old. That's what happens. You're not going to have that power. But maybe this year he'll have that little Albert Pujols kick he had at the end of the season last year. But yeah, I got him there at the 6th spot.
My 6th spot is going to be Christian Walker in the Diamondbacks. He had a really great year last year. 36 bombs, won the Golden Glove, 94 RBIs. Like, he was pretty much the Diamondbacks' whole offense wise. When he was hit bombs, and he hits nukes too. He doesn't just hit, like, you don't accidentally hit 36 home runs. Like, those are all, he's got some power in there. But I think this was something clicked for him last year. So the 36 bombs, I think, is going to continue, and he plays a phenomenal defense. So, like Bob was saying, I think he is going to be an option to get traded at the deadline or something. So that should be interesting. But now we are getting to the top 5, and I have a weird feeling that we all have the same top 5, but our list might be interchangeable, mixing around. So I'll go ahead and start. Number 5 for the Atlanta Braves, I have Matt Olson.
Good. Yeah, hey, we're starting off number 5 on the right page here, Trevor.
Yes, his average and stuff, 240. That's all right, but 34 home runs and 103 RBIs. That's fantastic, and he does play great defense as well. Got himself a 3.1 WAR last year, and his average numbers, new place, new city, trying to get comfortable. I think number 5 is a great spot for him.
The guy in the Atlanta Braves. I got Matt Olson there as well. He played 162 games last year, almost 700 plate appearances, and he hit them 34 home runs. But yeah, I think this year he'll probably break out of his shell a little more there and with the Braves. Since last year was his first year there, he was still getting in the groove with the team, and I think this year he'll probably outrank his numbers. Maybe not the home run wise, but definitely his average will go up. But yeah, Matt Olson at the number 5 spot.
Yeah, so we all have Matt Olson.
Yep, correct.
We don't all have.
That's what I'm saying. Hey, this top 5 is going to be very similar.
Very similar. Matt Olson, they killed him on his defense this year. He only being a 3 WAR player when you play 162 games. They must have
wasn't that what Ty France was? Same thing, right? 3.1.
3.1, but had 75 less plate appearances.
Yeah, and it had the same WAR though.
Same WAR, 14 less bombs for Ty France.
Yeah, that's crazy.
25, 35 more.
He's not no Freddie Freeman, but I mean, he's getting the job done.
Yeah, Matt Olson, 2-time Gold Glover winner though.
Yeah, he
proves it.
It's 2029 prime time.
You got some
Matt Olson.
Yep.
In the American League though.
Yeah.
Right?
True.
Yeah. Absolutely terrible defense this year for him. Number 4, another guy who's bat only. Pete Pete Alonso, big polar bear Pete. Pete Alonso, top 5 first baseman? I think so. 271, 40 bombs, had a 4.4 WAR, 162 hits. The Mets and Pete are expecting him to go absolutely crazy. He's entering his age 28 season for the Mets, so this is the time for him to go get it. The Mets have been spending a lot of money, and he is a free agent here. Free agent 2025. So he has a couple of ARB left.
2024.
ARB eligible 24. Free agent
Yeah.
25 is what Baseball Reference says.
Mine says can't become a free agent until 2024 season.
But whatever. He's gonna get a bag. And it might not be smart paying first baseman because it's kind of an interchangeable position a lot. But he's a really good first baseman, and the Mets need to keep their superstar. 14 win player already, and only his 4 seasons. It's really good. He's a rookie of the year, 2-time All-Star. He's led the league in homers as a rookie. Led the league in RBIs last year.
2-time home run derby champion.
2-time home run derby champion. I might put him too low at number 4. But there's a lot of guys that are a little bit better.
A little bit better.
Yeah. So Pistol Pete.
My number 4 is the wagon of Vladdy Guerrero Jr.
Wow.
Should have been an AL.
You even make your list?
Should have been an AL MVP, but Shohei Ohtani had a fucking great year. The only reason he's at 4 is because he had 97 RBIs. I feel like the top 3 have a lot more RBIs than that. This is was a falling out year for him. I feel like the year before he did a little
sophomore slump.
Sophomore slump. You're right. Exactly. That's why he's at 4 for me. Did win a Gold Glove, but I mean, hey, when you have a sophomore slump, you can't be top 3 for me. Number 4, Vladdy Guerrero.
I had a real tough decision here, at 4 between 2 of the guys. And hits bombs. But yep, I got Pete at the number 4 spot.
All right, Trevor. So you're number 4.
Number 4. He is the heart and soul of New York Met baseball right now. He's homegrown in their system, and he offset his accolades: 2-time All-Star, 2-time Silver Slugger, 1-time Gold Glove, free agent in a couple years. He's gonna get paid a bag. He's already got 2 years with 40 or more home runs. He might have 3. I don't really pay attention to his stats because, frankly, I don't care. He's a loser in the wild card series. So, Pete Alonso, number 4 on my list.
Number 3.
Number 3, I forgot. I'm going back to back. This is going to probably surprise some people, but I don't care because he's a fucking Dodger. Freddie Freeman at number 3.
Wow.
Might be the only list he's not in the top 2 on, but I don't care because that's where he belongs at number 3. 325 first year in LA, 21 bombs, 100 ribbies, 84 walks. I mean, offensively, he was everything you could have asked for from Freddie Freeman. When you get Freddie Freeman, this is what you expect. The defense, little bit. I guess I would say it's average. It's okay. It's not the best, but I mean, his offensive production is a huge contribution to the 7.1 WAR. So, Freddie Freeman, number 3. We all know who he is, what he's about. He's going to be in everybody's top 3 guaranteed. So,
yes, sir.
Yep. My number 3, I got Junior Vlad. He's in the 3 spot. He's young. He's still got it. He's hitting nukes out there in Toronto. 32 homers, still at a 3.9 WAR, which isn't terrible. I mean, that's pretty good. Batted out 275. He's an all-star, Gold Glove, basic stuff. Yeah, he does very good over there in Toronto. And that's why he's at number 3.
Definitely a wagon. Shannon, you're not the only one on that island. I fucking hate the Dodgers. So number 3 is Freddie Freeman for me also. I don't know if it was just he didn't like the Dodgers or he didn't want to go there, but he didn't have a good of his year as he would have on the Atlanta Braves, I feel like. But yeah, 100 ribbies, 21 home runs. I feel like he's getting on the outer rim of his prime, 33 years old. We might see a downfall of Freddie Freeman, but still great. Definitely what Chenny said, top 3 first baseman in the league.
And another thing why he's ranked 3 on my list is I saw him cry during a press conference. So
-1.
you're gonna get lower.
-1
lower results
automatically.
from that.
All right. I got Vladdy at number 3. It just only seems fair. Vladdy entering his age 24 season. He absolutely had a great year. 3.9 WAR, 175 hits, 32 homers, 274 batting average. Absolutely stud. He's going to be the best first baseman in the league here. Give him some time. Only entering his age 20. He's not even 24 yet.
He's my age, bro. In fucking sane.
Yes.
We're on 2 sides of the spectrum.
Yes.
Of life, I guess you say.
What spectrum?
Life spectrum, buddy.
All right.
Making millions of dollars playing baseball, which I would love to do, and I'm 9 to 5.
9 to 5. Yeah, I mean, that's what it is at the end.
It's kind of in his name, though. He didn't really have a choice.
Yeah, you're right. You're definitely right. I wish my name was Vladdy Guerrero Jr., but
instead of Roman Villa Jr.
Roman Villa Jr.
Roman Villa Jr.
Yeah, you wish. Yeah, he's making $14.5 million.
God damn! Can I have $1, please?
$1, please. He's gonna be the face of baseball here in a couple of years. Watch. He's
bro.
gonna be dropping 50 tanks.
Hey, face of Canada.
60 tank year for him.
Oh,
face of Canada.
Baby, face of
Flip
Canada.
it.
That would be lit.
Flip it.
That would be lit. He's actually born in Canada because his dad played.
He's on the Expos, huh?
So he is gonna be the face of Canada. Can he play for the Canadian team? Or does he have to play for?
You mean like WBC?
I don't know.
That'd be lit. That's so lit.
He's not? Is he not?
I think he could. I think he could, bro.
I don't think he's better than Josh Naylor, though.
Whoa there, buddy. Whoa.
Josh Naylor's not even on your list.
Josh Naylor is where you guys are putting him
number 1
off.
yet.
Yeah.
We haven't got to number 1 yet.
You better not put Josh Naylor number 1. Are you kidding me?
Number 2 is Freddie Freeman for me. Freddie Freeman absolutely is the top 2 first baseman. He could be number 1 on a lot of people's lists. Going from fucking Atlanta to Los Angeles, it's a huge change. But for your body too, just the hour difference. And it was a huge change in a weird time of his career. You would think the Braves would have already signed him to his mega deal. That's like them watching him leave Atlanta is like what it would have felt like us watching Manny Machado leave. Like if Manny Machado walked away this offseason, I would have felt like a Brave. Even though he spent his whole entire career I would have felt that.
You rejoice with them. Would you have asked for advice on how do you deal with these emotions?
Yeah.
To Braves fans?
Yes, I would. I'd be seeking some help. But absolutely hate him, but he's number 2. Freddie Freeman is he might even be number 1, honestly.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah, I don't hate that. I mean, he's that good, and Roman's saying he's gonna have a down year. I honestly don't believe it. I just don't. I think he's gonna keep on trucking, and he's just one of these rare specimen we have in this game that is just pure to baseball. He's a hitter. He's gonna hit no matter how old he is.
For sure, dude. He had a 5.9 WAR, 199 hits, 21 bombs, batted a 325. That's a great fucking season.
I mean, I could be wrong.
I don't.
You are.
I don't think his
I
numbers
am.
changed much.
I don't know. I feel like he hates being in LA. So
Well, rumors
I mean-
rumors swirled last year when it said his agent didn't even tell him about the Braves' last offer, and it was better than the Dodgers' offer.
exactly,
And
he's in a funk right now
I
because he
think-
doesn't like where he's at.
No, I
Well,
don't.
and he won a World Series his last year in Atlanta. Comes to
Exactly.
LA, gets knocked down in NLDS.
He's
You know,
pissed right
and
now,
it
buddy.
sucks because he didn't even get the next season to enjoy it, because you win it, the next year is just enjoying it, and the
Yeah.
fans going crazy every game. Like, yeah, you
When
won
you're
it
hanging out
and
with
all
your
that.
brothers. He had to leave his brothers behind.
Well, there was something about him and Acuna not getting
Yeah, true. I
along,
forgot
and they
about that.
chose Acuna over him in the long term. But
Yeah.
the Braves run their team a certain way. They sign their guys young to an fucking team friendly deals. They
If they're
trade
good,
for
though.
guys and sign them
If they're
instantly.
good. If they're not good, then they get ripped off. But they haven't been ripped off once. So
Every player's been ripped off from the Braves organization. Acuna making $100 million is a ripoff.
that's
He
what I'm
goes to
saying.
free
because
agency
if-
tomorrow, and he gets
when you
a $300 million deal.
When you sign them that young, though, you don't necessarily know if they're going to be that good. So it could be a steal for them in a sense.
Yes,
Yeah.
If they don't pan
you're
out.
correct. They
But the-
did it the right
Yeah.
way. They saw what they
Braves-
had.
They haven't had one of them like go a negative deal like that pan out. It's all been literally they're ripping off their players.
Yeah, so far it seems that they've been ripping up, and it's every player. They signed all their guys to baby extensions, so
And
it's gonna hurt them.
Yeah.
When this all is said and done, they might look at their team in 5 years and go, "Holy shit, they all left.
Yep.
They all chased a bag
Where's
after."
everybody at?
yeah, and
Yeah.
but it's crazy too that the Braves, Freddie Freeman tells the Braves, "No, I'm going to LA." They immediately trade it for Matt Olson, sign him to an 8-year deal.
Yeah, they said, "You know what?
Yeah.
Fuck you. Boom, done. We got our first baseman. Guess what? Doesn't matter, dude.
And we got him for 8 years.
Yeah, and then here you know that whole situation was crazy.
Fucked. Freddie Freeman's pissed.
Oh, he
He's
hasn't been.
pissed.
You gotta be.
Oh, 100%.
That's why he's 3-2 on my list at least.
All right, where we at? Who's up?
Number two.
Two
I already
for
said
you.
my number.
2 for
Two
you.
me? Yeah, 2 for you.
Polar Bear himself, Pete Alonso.
Oh.
Your
I don't like him
comments
that
are
much
really
either,
cold
but
up
I
there.
mean, guy produces 131 RBIs, 40 bombs at 28 years old. Fuck, I mean,
He's gonna get a bag here
he's
soon.
gonna get a bag here soon, and
I
I, hope
just
the
know
Mets
it.
give it to him, or Frank is gonna be pissed.
Frank the Tank is gonna cry the day
Oh
that
my
Polar Bear
God.
Pete announces he's signing with the fucking Cincinnati Reds.
Yep.
And the Phillies. The Phillies.
You know, that would be funnier.
Or the Braves.
Stop him, fucker. But yeah,
The
whatever.
fucking New Jersey Devils.
Pete Alonso number 2. I think he deserves it.
Hey, he's been hammering for a long time now. He's been in the league 4 years and he has almost 150 bombs already.
Yep.
How the fuck? Someone give me the math on that.
Crazy.
4
It's-
seasons.
Polar Bear.
It's a 40 homer year. It's a 53. It's a 37, and it's like a 16 or something like that. And it gets to 146. Unreal.
Bomb.
That's cool. That's cool.
Colin, you're number 2.
Yep, I'm right there with you, Bob. Freddie Freeman, number 2. Same
Freddie.
stuff, you know. I mean, how can you not have him there? He could be 1. I mean, I could put him at 1 also. He got 325. He had 100. He almost had 200 hits in the season. Like,
Yeah.
that's unreal.
He was a hit away. 199.
Yeah,
200 hits in the
Yeah.
season is
Ichiro status.
Yeah, that's what. Oh,
Yeah.
Ichiro did it for like
Suzuki.
10 years in a row.
That's my dude. That's my dude right there.
it's nuts. Yeah, it's nuts. At the age 33, like he's still balling. Even if he went to the Dodgers, I don't think. Well, Roman said he's gonna have an off year. I don't think he'll have an off year. I think he'll be just fine. That's just the player he is. He's that caliber, that high caliber player. But yeah, Freddie Freeman number 2 is a spot for me for that guy.
Love it. Forget
Freddie
that.
Freeman number 2. My number 2, as you all can maybe put together,
Wagon himself.
is going to be
Well, Tom
Vladdy
Hosmer, you
Daddy
said it.
Jr., the wagon himself.
How do you call him Vladdy Daddy Jr.? Wait a second.
Wait a second.
Vladdy's daddy is Vladdy Senior. Vladdy Daddy Jr. What? All right, keep
Yeah.
going. Keep going.
I just
That,
put-
that was just that's a
no,
mindset.
I
That
just
was
I just put everyone's brain in a fucking blender, and that's what I love to do.
because Vladdy Senior is technically Vladdy Daddy Jr. Yeah, keep
Yep.
going.
Weird.
It's weird.
I'm projecting slightly because I do think he's going to have a better year than he did last year, and I think he's going to get back to his rookie year, that second place AL MVP finish. That's where I think he's going to get back to. This man absolutely rakes, and he's already 2 days into spring training. He has 2 fucking home runs. I see placata everywhere on fucking Twitter when he goes yard, and he hits missiles. And the Blue Jays had a disappointing season, and that's why I think his numbers are down. So I think if the Blue Jays can wrap around for everyone and get that, push to the playoffs, I think he's going to be a big part of that. And I'm expecting the Blue Jays to make the playoffs. That's why I have him ranked number 2.
Perfect.
Number 1, Trevor.
If I do the
and I
math
think
correctly,
it's
Number one. Let's say
all-
on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Paul
Paul
Goldschmidt.
Goldschmidt.
There we
You
go.
fucking suck. You said on 3, waited for us to say it.
Yeah. What the hell?
What's going on here?
Paul Goldschmidt, 7.8 WAR, 178 hits, 35 bombs, 317 batting average, MVP, 7-time All-Star, 4-time Gold Gloves.
And he's older than dirt.
He's
Put
not
numbers
older
up.
than
He's 35
dirt.
years old.
Yeah, he'll be
10 years older than you.
I know.
Sheesh.
Old.
Still kicking. Paul Goldie, absolutely. The trade back in the day when the Diamondbacks sent him to the Cardinals was such a fleece, dude. They got Carson Kelly out of it. Nice.
Carson Kelly.
Yeah.
Nice pick.
Carson Kelly. Crazy how you trade prospects. Prospects don't always work out, man. That's what the name prospect. Almost like a if. Just call them ifs.
Ifs.
That's actually a good one. I like that. Call them ifs.
Paul Goldschmidt, runner up, MVP, should have won it, but
He did win MVP, buddy.
yeah,
you did.
MVP.
Oh, I thought
Yes.
MVP.
Yes,
It was either him or Manny. And it wasn't Manny.
Well, maybe that's why I was getting confused. But yeah, Paul Goldschmidt, MVP. I guess I was wrong. Definitely deserves number 1 at 35 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah, crazy.
Crazy.
All right.
Let's hope for a down year from him. Not
Yeah. Let's. MVP's coming from Padre this year. Just like,
100%.
all right. Nothing wrong with being average.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely loving seeing fucking baseball on my television. Spring training live.
Been loving it.
Manny Machado extension was absolutely great way to start my Sunday.
Yes.
And I'm
Yeah,
glad they got it
I
done.
was instantly horny. 7
Oh,
a.m.
I was horny at 7 a.m. this morning, baby. Are you kidding me?
Absolutely.
Holy smokes.
Because I know I didn't tweet that because I wasn't even awake.
Oh, I was wide awake. They announced.
Wasn't
I saw
me.
the Jeff Passan breaking.
Yeah.
Oh, my sheet stood up like a ghost on the fucking thing. Dude.
Oh,
you
you're
went,
a Pension
you went
fan.
Jersey Jerry. You went Jersey Jerry. Jerry Fragrance.
Yes, dude. Oh my god, it was crazy. I saw breaking star Manny Machado. Oh, doctor. It was
knew what was coming next after
so great. He deserved every penny of it. Love it.
Build a statue.
Build this fucking statue for Preller as well.
Let's get us
for
a ring first.
Seidler. Hey, I'm enjoying every step of this ride because
Built it.
Job's not finished. Coach
Soon
Kobe
as-
Bryant me.
yeah,
Job's not finished.
Job's not
Job
finished.
finished?
Job's not finished.
Nope.
All
I don't
right.
think so.
well, my job here tonight is finished. So thank you. Come again.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Like, comment, subscribe.